all of my immaculate panic people. I know I haven't videoed in a while because, well, depression. I'm on my way to counseling today. There's been a lot going on. Just come up in the last day. Some family drama has occurred that I'm not going to get into the full details on, but has to do with one of our kids, and it's just been a lot to try to process on just the last day. But my husband's coming to counseling with me today so that we can kind of talk to the counselor about it, because it's just a lot. And when one of your kids comes to you with things that brings up grief, and I don't know how else to describe it besides that, but just kind of brings up the grief process through family drama. It's just something I need help processing, and my husband and I both need help with what's going on. We have a lot of decisions to help get each other through in the next couple of weeks, and we definitely would like the support and advice of the counselor on these decisions. And it's just a lot to process. So I don't know. Depression's really been kicking my butt the last few weeks. I don't know. It was really difficult when the kids started the year going back to school, and I didn't go back to work because that was my original return to work date, and I didn't go. And everybody returned back to their normal happy lives, and I didn't. And that was hard for me because I didn't hit my goal. And I knew it was kind of a date that we had thrown out there that was not necessarily anything that we really expected me to hit in the first place, but I didn't do it, and so it hit me hard that I didn't do it, and so that was difficult. And so it's just been a rough couple of weeks, and then now all of this has come about, and it's been hard. So I've been trying to kind of reach out to some friends for some support, and then this situation has happened with one of our kids, and kind of really shaken us. And we'll, as time is appropriate, I'll share more on that. But it's yeah. So counseling's, I think, gonna be something I really need today. As I've talked about before, counseling is good. Counseling is a necessary thing. I think that there's just about anybody in this world can benefit from counseling. So I'm definitely looking forward to what the counselor can guide us through and help us with today, as far as just the advice that she can give on helping us with coping skills, I guess, on getting through our decision making processes, or not necessarily, I don't know how to go through all of this. So see you guys on the other side of counseling. Okay, so we are back from counseling, and as always, counseling is very insightful, very helpful. One of the things the counselor had suggested for us to help make the decision-making process that we were going through is pros and cons list. Doing pros and cons for, pros and cons against. I don't know why I didn't think about that on my own, but it's because that's such a given a lot of times, and I don't know why I didn't think of it. But she kind of talked about the fact that when you do a pros and cons list, a lot of times the decision unfolds on its own. And so she also kind of mentioned that, or she didn't mention it, she said it several times, that whatever decision that we end up making in this, that it'll be the right one regardless. And so that was reassuring to hear. We're trying to help one of our children with a decision that he's wanting to make that is a very difficult one for us to process. And so she also suggested just list making in general, that if this decision does come to fruition, that would kind of set some guidelines and boundaries as to making sure that there's, I say just boundaries, and just making sure that I guess for our own self-preservation within this. So I don't know. It's a lot to process. You want the best for your kids, and you want your kids to make the right decisions, to do things that are, I don't know, you just want them to do the right things, and you don't want to see them screw up, and but also they have to they have to live their own lives. And at what point do you say, you're old enough to make your own decisions? And that's hard. That's a rough one. So, gosh. So I don't know. So if you guys have any tips, suggestions on how you how you guys work with your kids, and how you set boundaries and limitations with your kids, or how you have gone about letting them make their own decisions as they get older, in the later teen years. I sure would love to hear it. That would be helpful. Um, so a lot to process right now, and it's going to be a lot coming up in the next couple of weeks as we kind of deal with this and figure out what's going on. So I'll keep you guys updated on this one. So for now, I love you all.